do we navigate all of life's unpredictable twists and turns and keep love lovely? Need answers? Join us for Keep Love Lovely, the relationship show. Your hosts, LA and Terry Walker.
National Coming Out Day was a couple of days ago. Wow. Yay. Can you remember when you came out?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah?
Yes. Was in my mid-30s. Cute.
I bet. Wish I had known you then. Yeah, baby.
I came from a very religious home. My father was a pastor. I grew up in the church.
Big church.
And I married a minister, and he became a pastor. And we divorced.
Wow.
And then I've taken another route. Of course, when I was asked if I liked a certain person, I said, not me. It was scary, and it was brutal, and it was horrible because I got it from everywhere.
That sounds like it stinks.
Oh, it stank.
It stank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hung in there, and I found someone.
How did you tell your folks?
I didn't. They kept asking, and I kept saying,
Right? So what happened though?
Oh God, my grandmother was like, we don't have that kind of people in our family.
I remember Granny very
yes,
well.
Granny was brutal. She didn't hold back. And I finally caved in. And, oh boy, I was, hey, this is it. It was take me or leave me. So, like I said, it was difficult. My mom would pin notes on my baby and just give me this long lecture of, all the things that I'm doing against God and everybody else, against her, and making them look bad. And
I remember when you took me home to meet your parents, how scary that was. Because, wow, your dad pastored one of the largest churches in the city.
Yes, he did.
And your mom was a huge gospel singer.
Yes.
And I was scared to death. And oh my gosh, I didn't think I was going to get through that day. It was horrible. I remember when I came out, yeah, it was too much. In fact, I'll always feel guilty because I came out really early. I knew I was gay. For sure, when I was 12, I didn't know what gay was. All I knew was I was attracted to women. Mm-hmm. And I told my mom, by way of going into the hospital, she was doing private duty nursing for my aunt, that was great aunt, that was, now that I understand, she was dying. And I came busting into the hospital room, all excited. Mom, what's up? She said, you look so excited. I am. I'm in love. Really? She said, with who? And I told her this girl's name, and she went like, let me talk to you in the hall.
This is too much for someone sick.
Right. And so we had our little chit-chat, and she said, I'm glad you feel free enough to tell me this and everything. And then she started telling me briefly about society wasn't going to be as accepting, and this was something that I was going to have to keep between she and I, and we would talk about it when we got home later. But my poor great aunt, I don't think she could take that news too well. She didn't survive my gay story, so I've always felt, it's my favorite great aunt too. I always felt a little twinge of guilt about that.
Did you push her over?
Yeah, but when I was a young girl, 4 or 5 years old, I can distinctly remember having my first sleeveless shirt. It was orange, but it had a collar on it. And it was like a magical shirt for me. Because whenever I put that shirt on, I was something else. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, the mail came out.
Oh yeah, babe. I didn't know what was going on. All I know is I tried to wear that shirt every day. They had to take that shirt off of me.
Oh,
I felt so at home in that shirt. So then it was like, they tried to put me in a dress, and I felt awful. I just absolutely loathed and despised wearing a dress. And just,
well, I wasn't gay, and I hated the dress too, with the little petticoats on.
oh my gosh. When you sit down and front of your dress just comes up completely.
Right. Well, coming out is not just for you coming out to your family and your friends. You're constantly coming out. Being gay was never a lifestyle for us.
No, it wasn't, because we had children. And we had children and did not want to try and defeat those things that their grandparents had told them. So that's an awkward situation,
Yes.
because your grandparents and great-grandparents, they're in the kids' lives, and they look up to them. And so now the kids are torn between what's true, what's real, who do I believe, who I don't believe. And to keep that from being so much friction in the home, we just were very careful, very cautious. We didn't live a gay life. We led a family life. We led a church life.
Yes.
And that was our life. And when the kids, it was so funny because, when young people start approaching 17, 18, and, they either decide to go to college or get a job or both, and they start saying things like, I'm going to get out and I'm going to get my own place. And you're like, yeah. Really? Oh, you're going to leave us? Oh. So as they got out of the house, we then became gay. We were like so excited. It was like having a brand new toy. Like,
Right.
We can go out.
We can do what we want to do.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
We can have people over.
Right.
All kinds of people. They can have all kinds of hair. And they can be trannies, and they can be whatever, and it's okay. Yeah. But that was a sacrifice that we made.
Absolutely.
And I don't regret that at all.
No.
No, I don't. That was very necessary for us in our situation. Now, everybody's situation is not the same, You may not have come from a strictly religious background where you had to hide some stuff. I'm still coming out today. I was so glad that you said what you did about it's an event. It's an ongoing process, because I wasn't born free. Yeah, I wasn't born free. I was born with restrictions on being who I really am. Can you imagine that? And even now, with all of the marriage equality being passed, it seems as though things are going backwards, and I am more afraid and more cautious now than I've ever been in my entire life. I never worried about being in the club. I never worried about holding your hand. I never worried about things like that. But now, with the hate mongering, with this constant pushback on the LGBTQ community, it's very, very frightening. And then after the events with Pulse Nightclub, oh my word, it's something that will always cross your mind if you're going to a club. And it's really not even about going to a club. It's about buying property. It's about renting a house. It's about going into an automobile dealership together to make a selection or purchase. It's about leaving out of a place together with people identifying you as a gay couple. This has become very serious lately. So I'm still coming out. I even tried to join a church, and they didn't want me because I was gay. Today, 2016, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Sin City.
Sin City. Man.
Oh, boy.
Casino didn't turn me down, though.
Oh, no.
Casino said,
Right.
come on, there you are.
Play as much as you
Play as
want.
much as you want. Stay as late as you want.
Oh,
bring your
boy.
friends. Bring your family. But
Yeah.
bring that cash. This is always amazing to me. People go out, they have a great time, they go to a bar, a party, and they have a few drinks, and they spot someone. They make eye contact. Nice, huh? And you just know the energy that you feel, this is the person for you. You see them dancing, you see people around them, you see them laughing and being admired, and you cannot wait to get that person. But very often what happens is you get that person, and it's like a caveman thing. You club them in the head, you drag them by the hair, you take them home, and then you start trying to change them into this home body in a matter of 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. Who was that person that you met? They were a mover. They were a shaker. They were
Right.
free. They were exciting. They were thrilling. Everybody was attracted to them until you came along, because you don't want them to be them, but that's who you were attracted to. Now, as time passes, guess what? Both of you are miserable. How long can that last? I just want to tell you that you don't always have to have money in order to have a lovely time with your mate.
Right.
You know, there are plenty of people that have lots of money and their mates are out fooling around. So it's really not about money. It's about creativity, and it's about sincerity, and it's about genuineness. And it's a full-time job, like I said. You just can't do it one day and expect for it to last a lifetime.
Until next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave you flowers, didn't I? It was in January.
I think too, people think that they have to do a lot of extra things, and you don't. Like L.A. said, you can make coffee, take it to them in bed, or cook a meal, or bring a meal home, whatever.
Bring a meal home. Nice.
You know, fix the table up. You can have dinner on the living room floor. Like, you know,
Right.
pretend you're out at a picnic, whatever.
And then you can fall out and just accidentally roll over. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's not complicated.
It is really not.
It's really not.
complicated.
You know, either you love that person or you don't. And you love them is not, you can easily come up with something. Share, do something for them. If they're the ones that wash the dishes, you know what? Why don't you rest? I'll wash the dishes tonight. Or give them a foot massage, or for a body massage. That would make them happy.
So, as you can tell, we have a dog. His name is Austin.